What is going on, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and yes, we are back with another flipping live stream. Gonna be doing some insane item flipping today, just because we're sitting at 639 mil. We've made a ton in gains this past week. Excuse me, just by flipping in this game, and I'll show you how to do it right here on live stream. Of course, if you guys have any questions at any point during the stream, let me know in the live chat. I'll be sure to answer them and just basically be able to help you learn how to flip. So anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna pop over to the GE and we're gonna get started with a few items. Hope you are all are doing well. It's been about a week since I've done a stream, so thank you for sticking around. Thank you for checking out the stream today, and let's get in and make some great profits. So the first item I'm actually going to check out today is the Dragon Arrow. Now, the Dragon Arrow only has a 2 GP margin, but we're going to skip it. I love doing the Dragon Arrows just because they're honestly usually have a really good margin. I can usually get 10 GP on these Dragon Arrows, but today it's not looking quite as good, so we're going to stay away from it today. Dragon Arrows, though, they're a great flip for a cash stack around between, I would say, 10 and 20 mil. Dragon Arrows really excel in this range. Now, instead, we're going to do some prayer potions right off the bat. Now, I know this is kind of interesting to do prayer potions because we could obviously be doing items that are way more expensive that are going to generate us a lot more profit, but I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys just the best ways to actually make money in game and just, you know, find flips for you guys. That way you can use your own cash stacks and still follow along with the streams. Mr. Gaming 11 tuning in saying, "Rip, lost my 180 mil." Dude, what happened to your 180 mil, man? Did you stake it? I think you tried to flip something with it, right? And it didn't go well. Maybe it was the mage books. Let me know why that actually didn't work out for you. I bought 55 mil feathers and someone asked to buy them, and as soon as I put accept, he put it to 18 mil and he got scammed. So sorry to hear that, man. Dude, I hate scamming in RuneScape, but it's such a part of this game. I actually made it a video on scamming in the game in the past, and it's just a really unfortunate thing that happens in this game. So, Mr. Gaming, I'm so sorry that happened, man. You're gonna have to flip and make up for it, but you know, the best way to start and the best place to start is right here on the channel, so thank you so much. Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the Dragon Darts as well. Dragon Darts are an incredible flip. They're actually, in my opinion, they're better than the Dragon Arrows. Now, if you do want to flip Dragon Darts, you will need a little bit more GP than, let's say, a 10 to 20 mil cash stack. I would only recommend flipping Dragon Arrows, or Dragon Darts, excuse me, if you have about a cash stack of, I would say, at least 50 mil is probably a good time to start flipping the Dragon Darts. I'm on RS3 grinding. At least you're still playing RuneScape, man. Although, I gotta say, I'm not really a big fan of RuneScape 3. I much prefer old school RuneScape. Now, let's go ahead. We still have a 591 million coin cash stack. Still a lot of good flips we haven't found yet, so let's go ahead and do some Guthan's armor sets. Guthan's armor sets are a great flip for cash stacks between a 25 and 50 mil range. I'd highly recommend checking them out if you are within this range, but they're not going to make us a ton of profit here today. We're going to get about 14k margins every one we flip, so we'll do 7 of them, keep it pretty simple, which is going to run us about 17 mil, and we're going to keep going here. 574 mil, I say we do something a little bit more expensive. Let's go ahead, we're going to do the Amulet of Torture. The Amulet of Torture, you guys know it. If you've been around for a while, you know this is one of my favorite flips, just because the item holds a lot of value, which tends to give it a better margin than a lot of these other items, right? So, oh my goodness, look at that margin, over a 100k margin. It's like 130k margin. Really, really nice margin on these right now. I'm going to go ahead and list 7 of these and see if we can actually buy them all up. Now, on top of the Amulet of Torture, we're actually going to look at the Necklace of Anguish as well. And the reason I really like flipping the Anguish is because the buy limit is actually 70 for every 4 hours. Unlike the Amulet of Torture, which is actually a flipping limit of 8. And which is, it's really weird that that is actually the case, because they're both Zenyte jewelry, so they should have the same limits, but for some reason they don't. And the Ring of Suffering limit is actually 11,000 every 4 hours, which is even weirder than that. So we actually accidentally equipped the Necklace of Anguish there. We're going to turn around and sell this so we can see the margin on the Anguish. and we'll list a few of those and then quickly turn around and get our dragon darts sold here. They actually bought a lot faster than I thought they would, so we could have a little bit of trouble turning around to sell these. We're going to try to get it off as fast as we can though, selling it for 2,597 today. 2597. List that, let it do its thing, and yeah, we'll let that sit for a little bit. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are enjoying the stream, really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. 404 mil. Let's keep going here and see if we can make some great profits. Now, Dragon Warhammer. This flip recently has been crazy, but before we get into the Dragon Warhammer, actually, let's go ahead and do the Diamond Dragon Bolts E. These are such a great flip with, again, a 25 to 50 mil cash stack. You can flip Diamond Dragon Bolts E for about, well, actually, I think it's like a 12 mil. I think it costs 12 mil to flip the limit on them. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if it is. And look at that, guys, 20 GP margin, and it's an ammunition. It's a little bit less than 20 GP, but you guys get the gist. And it's just such an easy item to flip as well. It just takes a little bit of time to buy up. You can turn around and sell it, and you're basically going to make a profit every time on that. It's not guaranteed, of course. Flipping never guarantees money, but it's very likely that you will, right? So 390 mil left. Let's go ahead and do those Dragon Warhammers, and then maybe on top of the Dragon Warhammers, we'll try to do a few declaws as well. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure if we'll do that, but we'll look into it at the least. Now, the Dragon Warhammer margin it looks pretty big. It's actually not as good as it sounds. Usually when you're flipping at Dragon Warhammers, you're going to want to find a margin that's at least 100k plus, because these actually cost 43 mil to flip right now. So we're actually only going to go and do 2 of them here just because they do cost so much money to flip. But on top of that, we'll do the Bandos Tacets, and we'll keep a close eye on those Warhammers as well, just in case the margin actually spreads a bit and we end up making more money than we anticipated in the beginning. So we'll keep a close eye on those. Looks like we had a little bit of an error trying to sell those. And there we go. We got them off here, guys. The margin on the Bandos Tacets is really bad right now, so if you ever check an item and it doesn't really have a great margin, check another item in the same category. It actually might turn out to have a good margin. So Bandos Chestplate, we'll try and look at that. Usually if one margin is bad though, in an item set, usually the other one is too, because I don't know, it tends to happen that way. But we'll take a look at the Bandos Chestplate and see if we can make some money off of it. We can do a little bit better on the Bandos Chestplate, but not really that much better. If I'm flipping a Bandos Chestplate, I want to get at least 50k on the flip for the most part, but I would be happy with 25k plus, and it doesn't look like either of these items are going to do that for us today, so we're going to have to stay away from it. We'll go ahead and list some Armado God Swords instead. I don't think this is going to use all of our cash, but we'll have a little bit of cash on hand for when one of these other flips finishes, and then we can move on from there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the profits on that. Yeah, actually, that's a decent margin for the Armado God Sword. It's nothing crazy, but looks like it's going to make us about 25k per God Sword that we're able to flip. So we're going to go ahead and list 7 of these, which is going to cost us 98 mil. We'll just sit back, kick back, relax, watch these flips, and make sure we're making some bank today. Anyway, let me know in the live chat how much you guys are actually making with these flips. Maybe it's going really well for you, maybe it's not. And, yeah, what items have been really good for you? Angel says, love you, Dad. I'm not your dad, I promise. I'm not a dad, actually, believe it or not. And, yeah, I'm not your dad. I think you're maybe slightly mistaken. So, I'd highly recommend going to a doctor to try to figure that one out. But anyway, let me know in the live chat, though, what flips are working out for you guys, especially those people with under 100 mil cash stacks. I want to know what you guys are flipping, because that is the true struggle, trying to build that cash stack in the beginning and just making sure you have enough, capital, for the most part, to actually get into some really, really nice flips. So, I remember those days. I think I started streaming when I had, I can't remember the exact starting point. I think I had about 20 mil. I think it's somewhere between the 9 mil and 20 mil, I think, is where I was when I started. When I started the YouTube channel, I think I had 9 mil. I literally think I had 9 mil, and it's crazy to see how much money we have now. So But yeah, we basically made almost all of the money through flipping. Like, literally almost all of the money. I mean, I've done a few PVM activities here and there. Like, the other weekend, I did a raid, which actually got me a 20 mil split because we got an Ancestral Road bottom, which is quite nice. Now, but really, besides that, it's all flipping money. Tortures had a 200k margin for me. Yes, dude. Tortures, these past couple days, they've been insane. And this tends to happen with different items a lot. So, what will actually happen is items will, for like short periods of time, they will shift their margins, and they'll just have really good margins for like a week or two, and then they won't have good margins for like a month. It's really strange how it works, and it kind of like cycles with a bunch of different items. Like the Dragon Warhammers right now, really not a great margin on them, but soon enough there will be a really good margin on the Dragon Warhammers again, and then as soon as that happens, the Armadyl God Swords, they will tend to have a worse margin. Now, it doesn't matter what items it happens with, but I'm just saying the Armadyl God Swords because recently they've been really, really well, so, or really, really good. The flips with the Armadyl God Swords have been really, really good, so. Anyway, we're going to cut back on this flip here in a minute. We're going to cut back on the Anguishes, though, just because we don't really need to buy that many. I'd rather trade the Anguishes quite fast, and then that way we can just keep going back in and flipping them over and over again. 15, 5, 1, 6, 9, 9, 5 is what we're going to list for. And we'll list that up, let it do its thing there, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you are. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. On top of it all, we have a Discord. There is a link in the description below to join that. Also, guys, I realized that a lot of you subscribers, you don't have the bell notifications ticked, so we can actually see that as YouTubers, right? So make sure you tick that bell, and that will keep you in tune with all of the live streams here on the channel, and it will let you know when I'm going live, and when I am actually live, you'll get a notification. So definitely do that. It's for your benefit. I'm literally here teaching you free flipping knowledge that can make you rich in old school RuneScape, so definitely make sure you hit that bell. Anyway, we're going to turn around and sell these Armadyl God Swords for 14,121,995. 14,121,995. List that, let it do its thing, and they should sell pretty quick actually, because the Armadyl God Swords, in my experience, do not sell as fast as the Bandos God Swords, but the Armadyl God Swords will tend to have a better margin than the Bandos God Swords, so I would just look into that. I've had more luck with the BGS. Yeah, see, the BGS is also very good. But luckily, we were able to finish both of the Dragon Warhammers, and on top of that, we actually got the Anguishes done as well. So we're going to go back in on the Dragon Warhammers. We'll also put in another listing for the Anguish. It's actually not making us that much money, but I thought we might as well flip a few in the meantime, get them out of the way, and then we can move on to something else here in the short future. We'll keep a close eye on the prayer potions. I know they've been slowly buying up, so I don't think we need to cut back on that, but you never know with flipping, right? Sometimes items will just stop and, you know, they will not, you know, buy up at all. So, we just got a few Guthan's armor sets as well, so very nice to see that. We still have 220 mil, so the next item that I'm going to list will be a little more expensive than our previous items. I'm not sure what we're going to do, though. We could try and do, like, a Sanguesti flip, but I'm a little unsure about it, just because the prices on the Sanguesti have been going up like crazy recently, so well, I'll take a quick look at it on GE Tracker, and I'll let you guys know if it looks good or not here. It looks like we might be able to make about 200k if we can flip one successfully, but it's kind of hard to do them on live stream, not because other people can put price listings in, but just because it takes a while, and I'd rather use items that will be useful to you guys that maybe don't have a, you know, 39, excuse me, mil cash stack. So we're going to make sure we cover all items in today's stream, and that way everyone watching can just figure out the best way to utilize their cash stacks. Blue Hippo says, what is your #1 tip for a newer flipper? I don't think I've seen you around here before, Blue Hippo, so thank you for dropping that comment there. So my #1 tip, actually before I get into that, Blue Hippo, let me go ahead and list these Dragon Warhammers, and then I will answer your question here. But we're going to go sell these for 43,762,000. 43762-995. List that, let it do its thing, and we'll keep going with that. So Blue Hippo, what is my number one tip for a newer flipper? It's actually really funny you ask that, because for you guys in the live stream today, I'll give you a little secret, right? We actually have a beginner's flipping guide coming out on the channel soon. I think I'm going to drop it around Friday, so you should stay tuned for that. That's obviously going to help you out as a new flipper a lot, and it's going to teach you how to flip from the very, very basics. So I'm very excited to bring that to you guys. I just recorded it yesterday, and yeah, it's a great video, so stay tuned for that. But as far as my number one tip for a newer flipper goes, I would highly recommend just not getting discouraged. It's very easy when you're a beginner flipper to lose money in the beginning because you're not exactly sure what you're doing. Now, I would not get discouraged with that. I would, as a beginner flipper, stick to high volume items only. A great place to start is the top 100 list, which is found on RuneScape's homepage, I believe. So you can just look at that and look at the top 100 traded items. These are items that are the easiest items to flip in the game because they are traded back and forth so consistently, and they're just going to be your easiest flips starting out. They're not going to make you a ton of profit right off the bat, but as a beginner flipper, it's really important that you get the fundamentals of flipping down, how to find a margin, how to price check, and do all this stuff. So I just recommend as a beginner flipper to look into, well, number one, don't get discouraged. And number two, focus on high volume flips only until you have, well, you can focus on high volume flips until you're either A, comfortable with flipping, or B, at like a 50 mil cash stack, and you eventually have to expand your horizon to be actually, making flipping worth your time, right? So, yeah, don't get discouraged though, and stick to high volume items. Those are my two tips. I ranted a while about that one. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead. We're going to list these prayer potions here for 9,925. They're actually going to sell pretty quick, I bet. Yo, Reiner, what is up, dude? It's been a while since you've tuned into one of these streams here, man. So welcome back, and thanks for stopping by, man. Brimstone rings are also one of my go-tos. Yes, I definitely actually have to get those brimstone rings going. So we're actually going to cut back on the anguish because of that, right? And we'll get these brimstone rings pumping here. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to check the margin on those. We also might do another Dragon Warhammer just because they've been pretty consistent, right? So they've been buying and selling pretty quickly. And even though the margin is not great on them right now, I think it's still worth our time doing them. Wow, brimstone rings, incredible margin on them right now. Not as good as they were this past week, right? Do you guys remember last week we were getting some insane margins on the brimstone rings? So we're gonna go ahead and list that though. We could do 3 Dragon Warhammers instead since we do have the capital. So we're gonna go ahead and flip a few of those. Blue Hippo says, thank you very much. Very good tip because I have lost a couple times and stopped for a couple days after, flipping with 150 mil. So yes, Blue Hippo, this is an interesting position you're in, right? Because you have 150 mil and you're just trying to learn how to flip. And for the most part, when someone is trying to learn how to flip, they usually do not have a ton of starting cash. But for your situation, you do. So I would highly recommend just sticking to high volume items for now. Look at that RuneScape's top 100 traded items list. Join our Discord, link in the description below. We can literally help you out a bunch in there. But on top of it all, just stick to high volume, man. You're going to find out that flipping items like sharks, blood runes, death runes, nature runes, mana rays, monkfish, items like that are just traded so much and are consumable items for the most part, they're going to make you a lot more profit than you think, and they're going to be very safe flips for you. So just focus on that for now, man. Anyway, guys, we just made bank on those dragon darts. We were actually able to buy and sell the full quantity for its original margin. So my guess is we made at least 300k flipping these. Let's go ahead and take a look here. 28,149,000. We were able to sell them all for 28,556,000, guys. It's like a 400k flip. Very nice, guys. Whew! I am happy to hit that, let me tell you. Thanks joining the Discord now. Amazing, man. I'll tune in with you right on the Discord right after the stream. So thank you for hitting that up, and let me know what you think about it, by the way. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. Now, we're going to go ahead and flip the Amethyst Crystal here next, guys. The Amethyst Crystal, honestly one of my personal favorites. It's an item that's not super competitive and not super hard to flip. It's a great medium skill level item. I wouldn't recommend flipping this if you're a new player, but if you have some flipping experience and you've got about 50-60 mil, flipping Amethyst Crystal is really going to be worth your time. So let's go ahead. We're going to flip a few here today. The limit is 11,000 on these. Going to go ahead and click confirm. We still have 200 mil sitting in our inventory, which is not something I love doing, but either way, we're going to let that sit there. I want to bring you guys some flips that you can use today. So yeah, of course I will do that. So I think we're going to do next, I think we're going to do the Dragon Hunter Lances. Now, can you try Prims? Yeah, we can do Prims as well. Wait until I clear up a slot, and then we'll go ahead and do Prims. Prims are not my favorite flip, I'll be honest. They buy and sell pretty quick, but the margins are never that great, and the buy and sell, or excuse me, the buy limit is only 14, or I think it's 15. Yeah, it's 15, which seems really good, but it's really not that great, just because the margins tend to not be that good. So I'll take a look at it, but we'll see what we can do. And let's see here. Those Amulets of Torture have almost finished. They've been buying really slowly, which gives me, well, for the Amulets of Torture, that is. It gives me confidence that we're actually going to be able to sell these for their original margin, which is going to make us a lot of bank, guys. We almost finished up on the Armadyl Godswords as well, which is quite nice. We're actually going to cut back on the Warhammers here as well, and we're going to go ahead and sell them for 43,761,995, which should sell pretty quickly as well. Ezio TV says, hello, baby. What's up, Ezio TV, man? Thank you for tuning in. One of my 2 members here on the channel, so really appreciate that, dude. Thank you for the continued support, and hopefully your flipping has been going well, Ezio, man. And if it has, definitely let me know what you've been flipping, because I'd like to cash in a little bit on those profits, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, things are looking good right now. Items are actually moving relatively fast compared to our past couple of streams, so that's quite nice. Let's go ahead and check the profit on these Armadyl Godswords. We bought them for 98,683,000. We're actually able to sell them for 98,853,000, which is really nice. So we actually made about 200k on those, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead. We'll do the Primordials as requested. Again, Primordials, not my favorite. Primordial Boots, that is, not the Primordial Crystal. Actually, I prefer the Primordial Crystal over the Primordial Boots. The Crystal is kind of hard to flip. It takes a lot of time. Actually, the margin on the Prims is quite good right now, so we're going to go ahead and do a few of these. But we're going to put 10 up there for now, but either way, the Primordial Crystal buys and sells really slow, but because of that, the margin is quite good. So I've seen people make anywhere between 150 to 400k on the Primordial Crystals. Usually these are done in an overnight effort, and when I personally flip them, I do them overnight. So I would recommend checking out Primordial Crystals overnight if that's an interesting flip for you. Of course, always check out your own flips and do your own analysis before you go in and flip these items. Looks like the Dragon Warhammers didn't take too long there. Pretty easy buy and sell with that, so very happy with that. Prayer Potions have almost completely sold as well. And Amethyst Crystal buying very slowly, but that is completely fine. Let's go ahead and flip some Zamorak Hostas now. I love flipping the Zamorakian, excuse me. Why is it called the Zamorakian? Why can't it just be the Zamorak Hosta? Anyway, I always forget that. Now, let's go ahead and check the margin on these. I love flipping the Hosta and the Spear because they're just really good margins for the price of the item. Like, they always have great margins. Today, they're not as great as I would have liked, but they're still very solid. We'll go ahead and flip 7 of these, which is going to cost us about 104 mil. Able to sell those Prayer Potions as well, which is the first flip we listed today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the profits on that. Looks like we bought them all for 19,748,000. We're able to sell them all for 19,810,000 with a 60k profit. Not too bad at all. We've actually been making really good money on the stream just because things have been buying and selling so fast. So we've already got, looks like two Primordial boot sets, and we might cut back on these Amulets of Torture. We'll give it another minute here. Brimstone Ring's looking fine as well. We'll check the Archer's Ring on the side. Now, the reason I chose the Archer's Ring is because we only have 42 mil in our cash stack right now. Now, the Archer's Ring and the Berserker Ring are great flips for that amount of cash, except the Archer's Ring is not looking that great today, so we'll check out the Berserker Ring next. And Yeah, these flips will run you about 20 mil to flip the limit, I believe, max, I think. Maybe Archer's Rings might be like 30 mil max, but either way, really great flips for smaller cash stacks here. Anywhere between, I would say, 20 to 50 mil. Both the Archer's Rings and Berserker Rings will be right up your alley. Let's go ahead and flip 7 of those for hopefully a 30-ish K margin, so we should be able to land that. Prim should be a daily if your cash stack is at least 70 mil. I treat them like tortures. I suggest you keep trying them. Yeah, I guess I'll keep trying them. I flipped Primordial Boots on and off a bunch of times. Usually when I do it, it's actually on stream because I don't really love the item. Like I said before, I just don't get great margins on them. I have before, for sure, but I don't find they're as good as the tortures. I always make almost triple as much with the tortures than I do on Primordial Boot flips, but then again, I don't usually flip the limit on the Primordial Boots, and I find the pricing on the Primordial Boots is quite competitive, so we'll let it sit for a while. I don't know, we might get lucky, we'll see. We're going to cut back on the Amulets of Torture. I'm actually having a lot of confidence in these right now. We should be able to sell them for quite a large margin here. Wow, it was so long ago, I don't even know the previous listing. I think it was like 15,450, if I'm correct. We'll do 15 for 8,995. It seems probably about right. Could be an instant sell. Yep, we're starting to instant sell a few of those. Very nice, guys. Awesome Gamer says, can you send me some coins? Unfortunately, Awesome Gamer, I cannot send you any coins, but what I can do is teach you the knowledge and the flipping skills so that you can also make as much as I have in my bank. Check it out. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Discord group, link in the description below. And stay tuned to the live stream, man. I can teach you how to flip in old school RuneScape and just make so much money. Sage07DS says, hi all. What's up, Sage, man? Good to see you back. Thank you for tuning in today. If you are enjoying the stream, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. And yeah, that's all I gotta say for that one. Arcane Scrolls are good to flip. Did them for 40k profit. Yes, I actually do love doing the Arcane Prayer Scroll, and the nice thing about the Arcane Prayer Scroll actually is it's not an easy flip. It takes a little bit of skill to do it, but if you have a smaller cash stack and you are a skilled flipper, you can easily make use of these Arcane Prayer Scrolls. You can actually just dominate them, and you will actually grow your cash stack really, really quickly doing so. Let's go ahead and take a look at the profits on that, guys. Very, very nice. We actually sold for more than I listed for, which means I probably could have gotten more on those Amulets of Torture, but that's not really a big deal. We actually made about 622k on those, so very, very nice. Now, we still have 132 mil sitting around. Let's make use of it. I kind of feel like flipping... Well, I was going to say let's do the Elder Maul, but that takes a really long time to flip, to be honest. Let's check out the Spectral Shield. We're actually going to see if we can make a good flip on these. They've actually held pretty consistent price-wise these past couple of days, so there might be some opportunity here. Looks like we might be able to get about a 100k margin on them. We'll go ahead and put 2 of them in for now, and we'll turn around and sell these Brimstone, or not Brimstone rings, the Berserker rings for 2,565,000. 2565995. List that. Let it do its thing. Gonna be making bank, boys. Teach a man to flip, and he will flip for a lifetime at Syratube. Yeah, that's the sad thing is I taught myself how to flip, and then once I started flipping, I just never left the GE. So I'm not even kidding. I bet half of my game time played in this game is bank standing at the Grand Exchange. If not half, more than half. Which, to some of you, you might think that's pretty sad and pretty boring, but I actually really like flipping. It's like my favorite thing to do in the game, so I actually really enjoy doing it. Which actually makes no sense on top of that, because I'm sitting here flipping, making money, and I have nothing to spend the money on except more flips. So, yeah, eventually I'll have like a 100 bill cash stack, probably. Now, we got all the Diamond Dragon Bolts E. That being said, though, guys, I have actually enjoyed some PVM activities recently, so that's good. I'm enjoying other things in the game. Now, let's go ahead and turn around and sell these Diamond Dragon Bolts E. I actually have to buy one more dart, so we can, bolt, so we can see what the price is actually going for these. 1,266, very, very nice. The margin actually moved upwards, so we're going to sell for 1,265, and we'll see how fast we can actually get these off. What is your fishing level? I believe it's 69. It's 67 currently. Not 69, unfortunately. Anyway, we almost got all of these not brimstone rings, I keep saying that. Berserker rings almost sold completely off. We're about halfway through those. The Guthan's armor sets just not making us enough money to really keep this offer in. It's not making a lot of sense. We're going to sell them for 2513. 995. List that, let it do its thing. That would be 2,513,995. Hopefully we get some good profits on those. Brimstone rings look like they're still buying, so I'm going to let it sit for a bit longer. Primordial boots, we have 3 of them, still buying, very nice. Zamrock Hostas look like they're still buying, so we'll let that sit for a little bit longer. Everything is moving right now in the Grand Exchange for me, which is actually something you really want when you're flipping. If you're flipping at the Grand Exchange, you don't really want a lot of offers to be sitting there and not moving around, because if offers aren't buying or they're not selling, you're not making profit, right? So make sure that you keep buying and selling back and forth. If an item's not working out for you, don't be afraid to cut back on it and try to do another item, because you might be able to make more money with another item just because it buys and sells faster, even though the margin's not as good. Think your Guthan's sets are stuck. Yeah, we turned around and tried to flip those there just because they were taking way too long, and the margin on them is not even that good, so I don't know why we actually sat on them for so long. I actually expect these spectral shields to take a while as well. We might not even be able to finish them up before the end of the stream, just because I know they take a while. Maybe you should show a set. What do you mean by a set? A set flip? Yeah, well, I'm doing the Guthan's armor sets right now. We could do the Darok's armor sets, but I mean, they're probably going to do about the same as the Guthan's armor set. So, I would, let's see. We could do like an ancestral set, but I don't really like flipping sets. They're not really great to flip, in my opinion. You can make money on the ancestral set, but it's way too difficult for, you know, what you need to do for it. You got a good item for 12 mil that's not a mainstream flip. What's up, It's Sheep Y1? When you say not mainstream, are you talking about an item that you can flip with a 12 mil cash stack, or an item that's going to cost about 12 mil to flip in total when you go to flip it on the Grand Exchange? Because, like, I mean, spiked manacles, yeah, they're good. But items being mainstream are not always a bad thing. If an item is mainstream, then it's likely traded a lot back and forth, which means the flip is actually going to complete a lot faster, and you're going to be possibly making more money just by how long it takes on that specific item than if you were to do another flip, right? So it's not always bad if an item is mainstream. Now, we are able to sell those Berserker... Oh, I almost had Brimstone again. Berserker rings there, guys. So we actually made a good bit of profit on those. Looks like we made about 200k buying and selling those Brimstone rings. So very nice profit. Gonna take that one to the bank, add it to the stack, making a lot of good profit right now. No, like breaking and making a set flip. Oh, yeah, we could do those. The thing is, they're not... Sometimes I do them off stream. I don't love doing them on stream. For one, they take a long time, and they take multiple GE slots, which is not really the most fun. And second, making a set, it's just like... A lot of the times, the effort you put in only nets you like 100k, and I don't find it that good. I'm not saying it's bad. Oh, you were just looking for an item that's not exactly frequently traded. I mean, you could try the Holy Sandals as well. Holy Sandals aren't really mainstream. I used to flip them a lot when I had a smaller cash tag. I would say about 20 to 30 mil-ish. I was flipping the Holy Sandals, but I think they only cost between like 400 and 800k to actually go and flip. And most of the times, I was getting like a 40k profit on them, so it's a very, very good item. And it's going to take a while to buy and sell it back and forth, but hey, I mean, that's a non-mainstream item that is a pretty good profit item, so... I am already flipping them, so that's why I want some more items. Ah, I see. I see you just taking my free knowledge away. No, of course. That's what I'm here for, recommending items. And, yeah, going off of that. But, Dragon Arrows, we're going to try to list them again. Hopefully the margin has moved up a little bit. If it hasn't, then that stinks, but I'm pretty sure it maybe has moved. We'll take a look. yeah, it's moved to something a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and go in on those. Looks like we're going to get about 5 GP for every arrow we're going to flip. And since I know dragon arrows are a pretty easy flip, we're just going to go ahead and do them real quick. Looks like prims are failing. Bummer. Dude, I'm telling you, Angel, they might be a good item for you. But for me, every time I try to flip the prims, they never work out for me. So I have no idea why it is. I feel like for some people, there's just items like that. There's just like some items that are always a bad flip. I don't know why. Like, not for you specifically sometimes. Like, sometimes items will be good for me that other people are like, man, I never succeed on those. For example, mana rays. A lot of people tell me like mana rays are not a good flip, but literally every time I'm on stream, I just make a killing on the mana rays. So, I don't know. It must not work out for a lot of people. Anyway, we're actually able to get both of those spectrals. I'm pretty happy about that since we're actually looking at I think it was like a 100k profit each. So we could be, no, it was 150k, right? No, it's just 100. Yeah, just 100k. So it could be a 200k profit right there. It'd be very, very nice for us. Now let's turn around and collect the money off of those Diamond Dragon Bolts E. That was a good flip as well. Let's take a look at the profits on that. Looks like we made like 90k. Yeah, 90k on those, which is actually less than I thought, but still not bad at all. We're actually going to buy one more Amethyst Crystal just to make sure we check the margin properly on those, and then maybe we'll maintenance those Primordial Boots. 1162 is what they are buying for now. Quite unfortunate. I think they were going for 1169 before, so we're actually going to go list for 1168 and hope that we can actually sell them for that much. Amethyst Crystal is actually really expensive right now, so it could take a little bit of time to sell, and I'm actually not even sure if we're going to be able to get it off for that much in the end, but we're going to turn around and get a few more items going. Super Combats we're actually going to do next. We'll actually do the Divine Super Combat Potions because I don't think I've done these ever on stream, and I'm actually curious to see how good they do. Wow, really large margin on the Divine Super Combats. Let's see if it actually works out for us, though. It's going to cost us 31 mil to flip the limit of those, so let's go ahead and send that. Angel says, yeah, I hate mana rays and dragon arrows and darts. I don't know how you make money on those. Yeah, dude, literally, it's so weird how that works. Like, there's so many items that some people find good that other people they hate them. They don't find them good at all. So, yeah, it's just a really funky setting. We're going to cut back on the brims as well, just because they haven't moved in a while. So, I want to make sure we can actually sell them for a decent profit. But looks like we're going to sell them for 5,332,000, that is. 5,332,995. List that. Let it do its thing. I thought I would actually instantly sell one at least, but that's fine. I don't know why we haven't been able to get any of these Guthin sets off yet. It's a little unfortunate. I shouldn't have done the Guthin sets. I used to flip the Guthins and Daroks a lot, the sets, but ever since, like, I don't know, early this year, I was never able to do them very well. I think those Guthin sets are a waste of space. Maybe take the 5k loss for insta-selling. I'm going to let them sit for a little bit longer. Just because we only have like a couple extra mil to work with after that. So it wouldn't make that big of a difference. Let's go ahead. We're going to turn around and sell these Zamorak Hostas. I think we're going to do them for 14,906,000. 14,906. 995, which will actually be a pretty good flip if we can get these off. Let's take a look at what that, yeah, we're actually making like, what is that, like 50k almost per, which is pretty good. Those Divines are probably going to buy super slowly, but that's completely fine. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream today. Leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Now, let's go ahead and sell these Primordial Boosts. We'll list them for 30,569,000. 3569,995. List that. Let it do its thing. I thought we would get one off pretty quickly, but I guess not. We only have 2 of the Dragon Arrows right now, which is a little unfortunate. Still struggling on the Divine Super Combats, and we have sold absolutely no Amethyst Crystal yet. So we'll actually knock that down to 1,162. which is going to net us only 5 GP per amethyst crystal, but that's still pretty decent. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong. I was really hoping we would be able to get at least a 10 GP margin on the amethyst crystal, but that's fine. Young Day One says, hi, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in today, and hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Leave a like if you are, and of course, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything like that, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys learn how to flip and just maximize your bank in old school RuneScape, so I'd love to help you do that, man. Yeah, I mean, we were doing so well earlier in the stream here, and now things are starting to slow down a bit. We're going to take the loss on the Guthan's armor sets here. Wow, actually a pretty significant loss on those Guthan's armor sets, which is actually surprising. I don't think I've ever lost that much money on them. Looks like we lost about, I would say, estimating a loss of maybe like 200. Yeah, it's like 200k flat, which is a little unfortunate, but we easily made that back up earlier in the stream, and we're going to continue to make it up here with our next item, which is going to be the Armadillo crossbow. Now, I like flipping all of the Armadillo items, right? The Armadillo chain skirts, the Armadillo chest plate, the Armadillo crossbow, though, in my opinion, is actually the best one because it buys and sells the fastest. Although it usually doesn't have the best margin on it, we're going to go ahead and flip 3 of them today just because the margin is not really that great. But we're going to go ahead and get 3 of these bought and sold, and if these work out, we'll do some other Armadillo items. Sage07 says, I love flipping mana rays. They make money every time. Love it. Food is fun to flip. Finally, someone else that agrees with me that mana rays are a good flip, man. Whew, they're such a good flip. I don't know why they don't work for most people. But anyway, we're going to list these primordial boots for a little bit less. 560 is what we'll do. 995. Let's let it do its thing. Yeah, I don't like prims. They take so long to buy and I can never sell them for my original margin. That's why I don't like them. And one thing with flipping could be that if you play a different time than other players, then maybe some items are just more in demand at other times and just trade a little bit faster. OMG, what the heck happened to those Guthan sets? How does that even happen? Hey, I mean, this just happens sometimes. Like, it's not really a huge deal. I'm just surprised that we didn't insta-buy them before, and we actually cut out early on them. So if you actually think about it, we got pretty lucky considering we didn't lose more money than we did. So that's fine. Dragon arrows are buying for 577. Actually, I think we just got a few more, so we're going to leave that there. But those primordial boots came in, which is quite nice. We did make a decent enough profit on them. Looks like we made about 100k. A little bit more than 100k, which is pretty good. I'm definitely not disappointed about that. But I'm just the price movements on primordial boots are just so weird that I don't love doing them. We're going to go ahead and do a few more, though, just because if we were able to sell them, then we can probably get a few more for down here and just trade them up a little bit more. So we're going to go list 2k over our previous margin. We'll put 4 of them in here, and we'll see how that goes. I'm actually going to cut back on the Armadillo crossbow just because it wasn't that good. And we'll go ahead and list the Dragon Hunter Lance, which I think we're going to be able to do 2 of those on here on stream today. On here stream. That's what I was about to say. Are you kidding me? Now, let's go ahead and check the margin on these. Love flipping the Lance. Usually is a really good margin. Now, it looks like the margins are not great today, but items are trading faster than they normally would. So, we're going to go in and flip the Lance. Should flip us for about 60k profits, which is nothing crazy, but at the same time, we'll definitely take the money. We've already got 1 as well, which is really, really nice. So, anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream, like I said before, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So, hopefully, you do enjoy it. Now, if you want to learn more about flipping, or you're an experienced flipper, beginner flipper, it doesn't matter your skill level, and you just want more help or just a community of people to flip with, join us in our Discord, link in the description below. Sierra, it'd be cool if you can update the table on the Discord soon. I do want to update it, but I'm not going to update it with my own items. If people send me items, I actually do have a more private list that I have, which has collected a few more items that, you know, people have sent me. But if people don't keep sending me items, I'm not going to update the list, because that was literally like all my effort put into that, and all I need is more items. Like I'm kind of stuck for a sense on what items I should put on there. So if you have any ideas, just ping them to me and let me know in the Discord group. But I would like to add to that list though, because it is a really, really good list. Anyway, we were able to sell the spectrals for a 100k profit each, so that made us 200k total. We're actually going to go, oh my god, towards the end of the streams I can never speak, can I, guys? Anyway, we're gonna flip a few more of those. Now we're gonna sell these lances as well, and I'm thinking we sell them for 88,478,000. Should sell pretty quick, actually. 88,478,995. List that, let it do its thing. The nice thing, guys, is I have a lot of my money actually invested in gear right now because I've been doing raids recently. And if I was to sell that gear, I think I would be close to a bill cash stack. So we're coming up on a bill, guys, which is pretty cool. Now, that being said, I still owe Ice-T 300 mil. So, you know, he hasn't made me pay it back yet, but I guess we're not truly at quote-unquote a bill. But we basically are, you know. We're going to be there soon enough, honestly. It looks like these Divine Super Combats are struggling again. Let's just sell one of them and see what the bottom of them is. Yeah, it looks like they moved up a tiny bit here, so that's completely fine. We're going to go back and get a few more of them, though. I really want to see if we can hit this Divine Super Combat flip, so I'm going to keep trying it. What items have you guys been flipping, though? I'd love to hear what you guys have been flipping to make money. I know Angel has about 150 mil cash stack. Sage OS, I don't know how much money you have, though. And Young Day Ones, I also don't know how much money you have to work with. So maybe you guys can shoot me your cash stacks and not actually trade them to me, but just tell me what they are in the live chat. And I can help you think of a few more great items to flip to maximize your GP per hour. What happened to all of our fast flips? They disappeared, man. I guess actually this spectral just came in, so it's pretty quick. I have 350 mil right now, 350 mil bank, but 25 mil liquid. That's actually pretty good. That's yeah, 25 mil cash. Okay, I got you. Young Day Ones, I got you. Don't worry, man. 25 mil is actually a great starting point. Do you have any flipping experience, Day Ones, or are you completely new to it? Are you trying to learn? Because the items I'd recommend would be completely different if you have experience over if you're just trying to learn how to flip in RuneScape. But a 350 mil bank is well on your way to being, you know, a really rich player. So congrats on that, man. Yeah, quite a lot. Anti-venoms are pretty decent. Nice, man. All right. We got some experienced flippers in here. I love to see it, man. Yeah, I mean, let's see, a 350 mil bank, really, wow. I remember when I had a 350 mil bank. It was actually just the other day, man. But thanks, man. Took a long break from RS, now getting back into it. Awesome, dude. That's actually something I did recently, too, which it might not seem like it, but pretty recently back into OSRS, maybe 3 months ago. So, yeah, it's been amazing so far. The thing is, when you leave RuneScape, things generally stay the same. But you just come back to a better game. That's usually what I've experienced. Anyway, we were able to sell these Dragon Hunter Lances. Very, very nice, guys. We could try doing some Basilisk Jaws if we want. But it might actually run us to the ground. But you know what? Let's try it. Why not, right? We might be able to make some good bank on it. We'll have to take a look here and see. Wow, that's a... What? There's no way we're gonna hit this. There's no way we're gonna hit this. We just lost so much money on the margin check. Oh my god. 33582,995 is what we'll list for. I don't think we're gonna be able to hit this, guys. I'm going all the way in, though. I'm going all the way in for this thing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we lose money on today's stream. Woo! No, but I have high confidence. We've already got one of them. Hopefully they might. Oh, maybe we're in for too high of a listing. We're gonna let it ride anyway, guys. Hold on. I can't decide if we should cut back on it. Oh. These are the intense flipper moments where you just don't know, man. Let's go ahead. We're gonna list these for 34,985. 34985,995. List that. Let it do its thing. Oh my goodness. That's not gonna sell, is it, man? I mean, I hope it does, but like, I'm not super confident, you know? I'm just not super confident. I'm hoping, though. Sometimes you just gotta hope. You just gotta hope that you're gonna make bank, okay? That's what flipping's all about, man. Sometimes you just make bank, and sometimes you bust hard, man. So, that was a little weird sounding. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I'm excited. I've never seen Jaws flipped. I don't think we're gonna get lucky on these Jaws. I'm not gonna lie. That is quite a big flip, so we'll have to see here. It's gonna be really risky. The big determining factor is if we buy another one before we're actually able to sell any of them, then we're not going to be in a good spot. So it's possible that we do sell these Basilisk Jaws for about 34,500,000, but that would make us, we'd break even after selling about 2 of them, so we need to get a few more to actually make money here. The stream just got juicy. Oh, spicy. I misread that. Yes. I mean, I'm really not sure if we're going to be able to do this. I'm so excited about this flip that I literally haven't listed the spectrals yet. So let's go ahead and list those. 60,145,995. Come on, Jaws. Come on. Sell the overnight Syra. What's up, Malik? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we can sell it overnight for sure. If it doesn't sell on stream, that's probably what I'll do. I don't think I want to take a loss on them. I think they probably will sell overnight for sure. So we'll keep a close eye on them. But man, I love taking like flipping risks. I don't know, it's just exhilarating. Like people, I understand why people don't like flipping, but I just love flipping, man. It's just so fun. Like, if just like putting so much money on the line in hopes you're gonna make a profit sometimes, it's just like, it's like gambling, but it's a little more calculated. I'm saying, yeah, it's a little more calculated as I just go all in on a flip. Okay, yeah, don't listen to my flipping strategies if you want to be rich, let me tell you. It's actually funny though, because I'm for the most part a relatively safe flipper. I usually don't take big risks like this, so it's fun to take a risk sometimes. Usually I just stick to very safe, profitable items and just flip them day in and day out, just to slowly build my bank. So we're gonna see if this Basilisk Jaw can do us some wonders today. Might try to grab a few more of them actually. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go 33595. 995, list that, let it do its thing. Try to get 4 of them here. All the primordials have bought. We're gonna turn around and sell those as well for 30. I don't remember what they were going for before exactly, to be honest. 3559 is what we'll do. 3559, 995. This is actually one of our best profit streams so far, so I'm really hyped about that. Maybe we'll knock down the sell offer a little bit more. I'm a little nervous because we got another one of the Basilisk Jaws, but that's just going to mean we're going harder in on the flip, so I'm not too worried about it. We're going to risk it, guys. We're going to risk it. We're going to see how much we can make here, and very excited for this. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous, of course. I'll have to keep you guys updated in the Discord if they don't actually sell on the stream, so we'll need to keep a close eye on it. I mean, I hope we get at least 1 off on the stream. Just 1, because then we'll make up for the margin check cost. And if we do that, then I'm basically happy. Like, if I wake up tomorrow and I sell them for a loss, I don't really care as much. I just want to make up for the margin check on today's stream. That's literally all I want, man. I'm flipping 2 D arrows, a good margin. They're okay right now. I don't remember exactly what they were. Oh, wow, we were able to get those spectrals off really, really quickly. Probably could have made a little bit more profit off of them. But we're going to go ahead and flip a few more of the spectrals here. OMG, I saw the prims, and I thought there was a jaw selling. I nearly spat my water out. We'll have to see. I don't have a lot of confidence in that price on the Basilisk Jaw, but I'm actually going to take a quick look on it, or look at it on GE Tracker here, because if we can look at GE Tracker, we can take a look at the average prices going on, and I'm not going to adjust my listing. I just want to see if we can physically sell this off for that price, because if we can, that would be quite nice. It doesn't look like GE Tracker is really reflecting that price as of right now, so we'll have to keep a close eye on it. What we can do actually is, this is actually a good video, or actually, not video, I guess, stream, because I'll show you a flipping strategy that I like to do here. And it's called, like, hedging the bet. And what I do is I just list one for, like, a good amount under my original sell offer, just to see if I can get them off here. I want to see what I can actually get them off for, because, I mean, here's the thing, is, like, if we could sell a Basilisk Jaw for 34,765,000 and sell them basically right now, then I'd rather sell them now than try to sell them overnight. And I have nothing wrong with trying to sell them overnight. I think it's a fine idea. It's probably going to make us some good profit. I think we should be able to sell them. Won't be sure about it, but that's flipping, man. Sometimes you take risks. You don't know if you're going to succeed or not. Either way, though, yeah, well, we're just going to have to see if we can get this one off here by the end of the stream. We'll be ending in about 5 minutes or so, but until then, we'll keep a close eye on it and hopefully make some profits. These Divine Super Combats just like not really working out. I thought that might be the case. We're going to do 15,900 or 15,850 actually. We'll just get them off really quick. I thought they would sell instantly, but they didn't, which is not a huge deal. But yeah, we'll keep a close eye on those ones there. 295 million. What can we flip relatively fast with this amount of cash? I'm trying to think here. We could do... let's just do Zolver Scale. Super easy flip in the meantime. It's not going to cost us our whole cash stack or anything like that, but could make us a free 100k if we're lucky. So let's take a look here. Only 1 GP margin. I mean, not really worth my time, to be quite honest. I'm going to stay away from that for now. I'm going to turn around and sell these Dragon Arrows for 585, I think. I know they'll sell overnight for sure. I'm hoping they'll sell on stream here, though. That stinks. I really wanted to show you guys the profit on today's stream because we're doing really well, so. Wife is coming, gotta go. Love you. All right, see ya, Angel Man. Hopefully, the wife aggro isn't too serious today, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're going to cut back on these Spectrals as well. We have 420 million GP. The Basilisk Jaws, I hope they sell, man. I hope we don't have to do them overnight. I hope they sell in the next minute or so here, but not super high confidence for that one, so we'll have to keep a close eye on it. Let's go ahead and see if we can get more Jaws for 33,100,000 actually. Oh, not 33 mil. 33,105k. That's a pretty low offer. If they start buying for this price, we're basically screwed on the jaw, but it's not a big deal. Hopefully we can get one of these jaws off. Come on, man. I'm really hoping we can get one off. Doing skilling and flipping. Dude, that's my favorite thing to do in Scape. Skilling and flipping. Flipping and skilling. Skilling and chilling. Flipping and chilling. How many combos can I make? I don't know. But what skill are you doing? Are you fletching? Are you doing herb lore? I'd love to know, man. Personally, I like making unfinished Ranar potions and then selling them back on the Grand Exchange. I think it's a great way to utilize your time while you're at the Grand Exchange. If you're not doing that, I would recommend fletching. It's just the best way to do it. Fletching is nice because you actually gain XP, and if you fletch and flip, you get like an extra 250k an hour from the fletching, as long as you're doing U unstrungs, and if you string them, you actually make a little bit more, which is quite nice. But yeah, I mean, if you're just sitting idle at the GE, it's probably a really great thing to do to actually make gains on your account. Even though like fletching level is not really doesn't really matter a bunch, but it'll help your total level, which is the important part. Excuse me, I had to take a quick sip of water there. We're going to be wrapping up the stream here in a minute, guys, but well, do you guys, I actually want to know, I'm going to poll you guys in the live chat right now. Do you think these Basilisk Jaws are going to sell? Like, do you actually think they're going to sell? I personally, I kind of agree with Malik. I think they're going to sell, man. I think they're going to take a while, but they're going to sell. I can't believe the margin check was like 2 mil almost. That was crazy. We basically broke even because of that margin check. I mean, if these do sell, then it won't really be a break-even situation, right? We would have actually got them off, and we would have made... Dude, these flips, each one of these here is like 1.7 mil if we sell them. So if we sell these off, it's like a 1.7 mil profit. Really, really nice. I'm hoping we can get them off, but again, I'm not too confident, so... It's not exactly 1.7 mil, it's more like 1.3, I think, but either way. Are you longbows the best at 70 fletching or broads? I'm actually not sure. You'd have to look that up on a wiki guide. I like doing the U longbows on strong because you actually make profit on them. So if you're trying to look for profits, then yew longbows are definitely going to be your best bet. I think they're the most profitable fletching item that you can make, so. And they're actually relatively AFK because you just slice the logs and you can just go look at not the Grand Exchange, but you can just go AFK for a minute and look at your offers, watch your offers, and make sure that everything is going quite well and dandy. But anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping up here today. Join us on Discord. There's a link in the description below to that. I will keep you updated in the Discord group if our Basilisk Jaws sell overnight. I'm really hoping they do because that's going to be a lot of bang profit. So I'll keep a close eye on those. But anyway, thank you for tuning in today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you all next time.